Close enough. All right, so we're back. Ready to install our vinyl plank flooring. Okay, so first thing you want to be doing is getting a brand. I would recommend this brand, Lift Proof. You can see it's pretty durable stuff. Make note of the edges there. Maybe get a little bit more light over here, bud. Come on. So you got one down edge there, one up edge there. Same on the ends. First step you want to do is take all of these guys out of the box and make an inventory because they're going to repeat, right? So you want to make sure you don't have any that look the same beside each other, or else it'll just be a dead giveaway, right? So you're going to want to be laying them out and seeing the different kinds. Not going to need these. These are the instructions. Just throw them away, right? And then obviously after you've failed a whole lot of times, then you're going to try to find the instructions again and you end up looking them up online or something, right? I'm not seeing any dupes yet, guys. I mean, the other way you can do it is just not care, right? We have decided that we're going to lay the planks this way, just because it'll be easier to silicone around the edge of the bath there, because you don't want water and moisture getting underneath these either. Not that it'll be a big deal because you got your second layer, right? Now you thought I was just kidding around. Leave this there, you got a second layer of protection. Start with that. We're gonna have these edges facing that way, and we'll lay from far wall down to the door. Because we're in a smaller kind of bathroom zone, if you were doing a big room, you could use the whole planks, but we're gonna have to cut them. It just looks weird, right? If you have too big of planks in the room, it doesn't look right. Okay, so this is how we're gonna be laying them. So you lay the first one like that, right? Then you start the next one there, a little off. If it doesn't roll away, you're gonna start at a little offset from the next one and probably do a 3 like that. So you're gonna have 3 different cut lengths to the other side of the room, or something like that. Anyway, the point is you're gonna have it stepped like that and it's gonna look the best. Inhale all that toilet dust and whatever I was saying, it's obviously going to be coming down with a case of the mumps or something, right? Meningococcal, meningitis, whatever you call that. Probably cure it with Listerine or something. Okay, buddy's just looking around the room trying to make jokes with the things that he sees, right? Okay, oh, bottle of Tums. It's been a long day. It's been a short day as well. Let's get to it. New camera angle, new day, new man. Just kidding, it's not a new day. So I'm just going to go through these and see which one I like the best. The starting plank, I like that guy. Now the idea when you're doing this is to give the illusion that the floor goes beyond the walls and under whatever things you got. You want to give the illusion that it goes underneath all that stuff and that it just continues on forever. Infinitely, right? You can see how it lines right up there. We'll just put a little bead of silicone. I'm going to have the other edge one over there on that side. It's going to be behind the toilet. So you'll have this nice long one here. You'll have a short one there, one there, one there. Go down and we'll cut a hole for the ventilation, obviously. Oh yeah, I brought in some offcuts. This one's pretty close to the right size. It looks like not exactly right, but okay. So I bought one of these kind of colored pencil because it's erasable, right? That's what you're going to be wanting. So first thing, this obviously doesn't quite fit. We're going to need that side there to mesh in there, so you can't cut this side. So we're going to have to mark and cut the other side. We'll both be going woo, or all of us, whoever's watching, right? Just get in real close and block the camera light, guys. Block it. And you're going to measure to where the collar is here, right? Got to have the light right above him, eh? Still not really working, but okay. So not the gray, not the edge of the gray. You want to cut to where the floor is, because that's what you're going to be covering up to. So what do we got? Moves it immediately. And you got to be pretty exact or else the plan fails. 28 centimeters, not millimeters, right? Centimeters. Bring in this trusty, rusty old other guy. And we're going to measure him 28 off of this side. We'll go there. We've got kind of a cool tool here, guys. I think it's called a Carpenter square. It sits kind of below the line there, right? So if you layer down like that, that's going to be exactly what you want for a straight line across. Get the line drawn and your knee pads on, right? So you're going to have this guy across there. Hold the Carpenter there. Give her one. And the cool thing about vinyl plank flooring is you can just break it, but that's a little bit of a small one. I don't remember what this thing is called at the moment. So what you're gonna do is place it against the rig here. So we'll put this up there, place this roughly at the edge of where that is. So we have a reference, and then you're gonna push it. So now that got it kind of started. Get her on the ground, line her back up, push her straight ahead until these little guys hit the wall there. What that does is it gives you the outline. You can now trace onto this and cut her out exact, right? That is what we're going to be cutting out of there. I'm just going to go get some side cutters and some sandpaper, and that's going to make it a lot easier. So I just got back from a wild goose chase down all the way to the garage looking for a pair of side cutters that are already up here. We're off to a good start. Oh, it looks like you're me now. So you can see those parts that we drew on there, right? Just going to go right along those. Hit the angle there with a set of side cutters. Good Nip-X high leverage. Oh, that didn't really go that well. Just follow along the line. Pay close attention to the angle of your dangle. If you have better cutting tools and whatnot, you'll be able to do a nicer job. I just kind of brute force her and then make her look nice with sandpaper after. That's pretty close. A little dust bucket here, and you're just going to clean up the edges. Resist the urge to blow. Couldn't resist it. So she doesn't fit. Oh, you know what? I just realized something. We're going to have to do this side first. It's going to be too short. let's start this again. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna line this guy up so that the edge of the contour gauge is at the edge of this rig. Just so we have a frame of reference of what this means, where to put this on here when we're tracing her. Okay, so we're gonna push this in. You can actually probably use the whole rig to push her. Don't try new stuff on camera. Just gonna push this until it bottoms at the wall. Now we have an exact contour of what the wall is gonna be looking like. I'm just getting out stuff because I don't plan my videos out that good, guys. So I'm just gonna take the crayon, and even though we haven't marked on that edge, I'm gonna mark it here anyway. You take the contour gauge, you just line her up, guys. So this little bit of the wall here doesn't really matter. It's gonna be covered anyway, so you don't have to worry about that little indent. Trace as best you can the contour. Right to there. And then it's pretty safe to say that the rest just follows the same kind of thing, but it doesn't, guys. Don't listen to me. So we'll put this back, and now, and from that side it's easy because it's just straight up lined up, right? So just lean it against there. And see, now we have an actual contour. I promise you, if you cut that line out, you're gonna have an exact match, in theory. Be nice if we had adequate lighting, right? Back out of the cut, and then I'm gonna go at her in this direction. So then just take your little garbage cutout and throw it in the garbage. I'll get back at you. I'm just gonna sand that down, make it look nice, and then we can look at it fitting in all nice. And with a little finagling, using this guy, who's a file, and a little bit of this guy, who is also a file, but just in a different shape. Use those to kind of make it a little bit smoother, jam her in there, and so now we can go on to the other side and do the same. Okay, so we're on this side now. What we gotta do is measure the distance from where the top floor bit is here. I'm talking about like the colored part, right? Not this little lip that you're looking at. Well, you're not looking at it, but you could be. That little lip, like gray part, we don't want that. We want to measure to the where the floor part is, and then to the wall there. So we're looking at, on the old measurement that we did, she was 28.5. Now with the cut over there on the other side and the depression that it made, 29 even. So centimeters, not millimeters. Found a piece pretty close to her, and it's got to be facing the same direction. Little ridges on that side, a little ridge underneath there, and a little ridge on the opposite side. There's a little tiny ridge. We're gonna actually cut that off. And the reason why is because we want it to sit more flush against the tub there. So I'm just gonna take the old trusty rusty craft knife. It's not rusty. Hit her till she's flush. You don't want to overdo her. Start cutting into your profits right on that part. And you don't want to scratch her, so don't overcut it that way either. Takes a chunk out of her, guys. Whatever, just don't make it worse. I'm gonna actually do the same thing on this, but I'll spare you that part of it. Reads the package again, right? And it says, should be wearing a respirator or something probably, right? It's the R22 all over again, guys. Oh, I measured her off the wrong end. Ignore that one. I shouldn't gouge her though. On the bottom there is a little lip, and that's got a link into this little lip on this thing that you can't see right now. Okay, so we got that line there, a little carpenter square there, and we're just gonna color that exact line, just like that. And the way that this carpenter square works is it's kind of recessed, so it gives you that perfect 90 every time, so you don't have to measure, right? So we got our line going, and we're gonna line this back up to the line, and then we're just gonna score it, this rig. Not exactly straight, but it'll have to do, right? Now that you've scored it, you can line it up with a straight edge, like a countertop, and you can just give her one of these, and it breaks it right where you wanted it. Yep. So we're back down here, got our piece. Okay, so we're gonna line her up and just give her a little starting point. And that's again to know where the edge is there. And then just push her in till you meet this wall. Draw that on here. And then again for that side. Now we're gonna trace her again with the saw. You'll see the fruits of the labours, right? I filed down the edges there to match the contour that we had measured, right? So let's see if she fits. He's trying to make it look like he already tested it. All right, so no surprises there, she fits. Now, this little edge, you don't want that, but you do want this. This hits that, and then we're good. Just like that. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna move this. You can also take these apart if they don't quite make it. I mean, I probably can't take them apart, guys, but if one were so inclined, they could take that apart. And I'm gonna use the wrong tool for the job. Oh, gotta get this guy out of the way. Okay. Now, she's back in place. And that's fitting better than she was. Couple of whacks. It takes a while, but if you put in the effort, you can make her look pretty good, guys. Okay, so now we gotta cut out a hole for this, and we gotta cut out a hole for the unsavories. Like, favorite, subscribe. Got her. A couple of screws. Oh, yes. My milkshake brings other boys to... And they're like, it's better than... And I'm like, it's better than...